What's quack-a-lacking, guys? I'm a Duck Quack here, and welcome back to another investment learning stuff video, whatever we've decided to call this series. So in this video, we are going to be looking at another simple method, and it's just going to be mass bidding. So the principles of mass bidding are very similar to that of sniping. We're effectively bidding on as many players as we can in order to try and win a small handful of them at a price below what they currently sell for on the market so that we can relist them immediately and secure ourselves a profit. Now again, just like with the sniping, remember to account for EA tax. When you sell a player, so say we sell a player for 10,000 coins, we only get 95% of that sell because EA take their 5%. So we do 10,000 times 0.95, and that would give us the amount that we're left over with, which would be 9,500 coins. So very simple. If it's a 10,000 coin player, we take off 500 coins before we calculate our profit. So when we're looking at mass bidding, it's very similar. A lot of people will just pick a huge name. So someone like Higuain, for example, come onto it and then just bash through mass bidding on everyone they can. The problem with that is you can see there just aren't that many Higuains currently on the market. So the chances of you winning these bids are very low because people that want the card are likely to come in and try and get it for cheaper and just monitor that one bid. And if one or two other people, even one other person is doing this, it's going to completely destroy your method. That's why you're much better off choosing a slightly different player. And we're going to use the same example that we used last time. We're going to use Bakayoko. Now, if I remember correctly, he was about 11,000 coins. Okay, so he sells instantly for about just under 11,000 coins. That means after we take off tax, we want to be bidding anywhere from about 10,000 coins downwards. So I'm going to aim to bid for 9,500 and be a little bit greedy on this one and see if we can win any of them. So all it involves, like I mentioned before, is we are simply going through all the Bakayokos here and we're just going to bid 9,500 coins on every single one of them that we possibly can until our coins run out. The chances, again, of winning, the chances of winning very many of these are very slim. He's still a premium player. He's a very big name, and that's what makes it more difficult. The mass bidding quantity to win quite a lot of them, you're much better off targeting lower tier players that not a lot of people are going to be mass bidding on. But players like Bakayoko around the 10,000 coin mark aren't the worst decisions around. It's just less likely you're going to win them, obviously. So I'm just going to get 4 more bids up, all of our coins done, and then we're just going to see if we have been lucky enough to actually win any of these. I'm going to guess that we probably haven't been, but you never know. We are aiming for about 1,000 coin profit, about 1,500 coin profit, sorry. So we're aiming very high with the amount of coins that we're looking to make on it. A quicker way to do it, you can just come through it and add a load of them to your transfer target list. That way you can just go onto the transfer list and monitor them as they go, and then you can mass bid that way. So we'll just finish adding a couple more and we will jump onto the transfer list and just have a look at what kind of price they're currently going for and then discuss why we aren't winning them as well. So just jump past those players there and those players there. Okay, so we've won 1 Bakayoko. That's actually better than I expected. We're about to win a second. We could very well be winning a third. Okay, this went a lot better than I was expecting it to. Someone just got an absolute steal on that one there. Let's just try bidding a little bit lower and see if we can get even luckier with this. Sometimes we're during a period at the moment where weekend league packs have just been released. So sometimes you can get away with just making even that little bit more profit on it. We don't want to go to 9.6. And just coming in a little bit lower than you normally would, as you can see with the 9,300 coin bids that we're making there. Let's come again with 9,300, see if we can get lucky. And nobody's bid on that one still? Surely they have. Let's see if we can get really lucky on that one. So someone got one for 8,100 coins there. Those went for higher than I wanted to pay. We could still get a bid on this guy for 9,500 coins. We won one for 9,300 coins. That one's at 10,500. It looks like we could win another one. See what I mean, guys? This is just such an overpowered method. And that guy nearly went for 2,500 coins. It's all about finding the player, but it's also about the times in which you decide to use the mass bidding technique. And as you can see, it's quite easy to come on your transfer target list after you've bid on a load of players and then just kind of monitor the progress of them and how many of them you're actually going to win. Like I said before, we're happy to go up to 9,500 because we'll be selling for 10,750, so we get the instant sale on them. And just effectively, absolutely cleaning up we only bid on a very small handful of these. I can't believe how many we've won. But this at least gives you an idea of exactly how mass bidding works. Now, say we're going for a slightly bigger player. Say we did choose to go for Higuain. Now, the importance of going for bigger players is that you have got a rotation. And we missed that guy there as well. So we'll come back to those in a second and just work out our profit. So say you did decide to go for bigger names, and we'll go for players around the 50k kind of mark. So we'll start off with Higuain. Like we mentioned before, there aren't a ton of him on the market. And we'd want to be bidding at around a price of, let's say 60,000 coins, just for the example. We'd come through and we'd bid on all of these guys for 55k or whatever. And that takes us up to about the 40-minute mark. So we can't just sit and watch our transfer list. What we need to do is add more players to this rotation so that we're maximizing our time. So then we could come on to Gabriel Jesus and search for everyone with a 55,000 coin bid and bid on them all, or whatever he's currently going for. Then we could add another player to it and say we want to go for Martial. So we add Martial to the rotation and we go through and we bid on every Martial that we want to bid on. Eventually, we'll fill up our transfer target list. We can head over there, see how many of them we've actually won, list those up, and then start the cycle again. If you're bidding on players that don't have a huge frequency on the market, like Bakayoko there, we had enough players to mass bid and then monitor. But with these higher tier players, you're not going to be able to do that and then go to the transfer targets and play around with them. You're literally going to have to do that, wait for them to either finish running out of time or just put more players in your rotation. Ideally, you want about 10 to 20 different players that you use. This allows you to rotate nicely, and it also allows you to rotate as and when your current player that you usually trade with is just completely not working for you. Probably because a load of other people are using them, or because there's just not enough of them on the market. Whatever the reason might be, where the hell did they just go? I swear we had a load more Bakayokos than that. Did we only win 3 of them in the end? No, we got 5 of them. Yeah, whatever the motive may be, just keep your options open. So we've got these guys for, on average, about 9,500 coins. And then what we're going to do is just instantly list these guys up for 10,750. Now, the reason we're listing them up for the cheapest price on the market and not being patient is because we're doing this for quick profit. We want to make sure they sell. We want to make sure they don't drop any more in price. And we want to just take our profit and be happy with it. Again, if you know the market a bit better, you can obviously hold on to these guys. You can sell them during periods where the market's quieter. You can wait potentially for the weekend league to start when the demand kicks in. But you can see, as we're listing these guys, we're instantly getting sales on them. It's not even taking a few seconds. We could probably get 11,000 coins from each of these. But as it stands, we're already making roughly 1,000 coins per card. And we won 5 of them. So we've just made 5,000 coins in the length of this video. The video's 8 minutes long. I've been showing you how this works, and we've already made 5,000 coins, which is just ridiculous profit. You guys can see how easy mass bidding is. Finding a player of a niche market, so someone that not everyone is going for, and someone that you can win a lot of bids on is the most important part. So just play around with your selections until you find someone that you're happy with, and then just reap the profit. It's absolutely incredible what this method can give you if you fine-tune it to a perfection. When we are mass bidding as well, we can take this over to our consumables. So, say we're looking at consumables and we think we want to go for fitness cards. If we put it onto gold, like you would, and the max price we want to pay is 600, as soon as we search, we're going to be flooded with, well, we're normally flooded with a load of single fitness cards. And that's a huge problem when using this filter. So to get rid of that, we also set a min price of about 250 coins, well, 250 coins, and a minimum buy it now of about 600. So what this does, the minimum buy it now excludes all the single fitness cards that come for cheaper. The minimum buy it now should be what these squad fitness cards sell for instantly. The min price here, it gets rid of all those single fitness cards that are on the market that have a starting bid that nobody's bid on. And the max price here is just simply what we're willing to pay. So now when we search, all we get is all of the squad fitness cards, as you can see, allowing us to bid on them extremely simply. So we can just come through here, picking out the ones that we actually want to bid on for 350 or whatever we want to pay for them, and just completely go crazy. If you're finding that's not working well enough for you, you can just bring down the max price here, and then we get a much more precise list here. So we haven't got those 500, 600 coins ones showing up anymore, and we can just come through and bid on every single one of these, like so. Very simple as well. And these squad fitness at the moment for 300 to 400 coins are just absolute steals, because even if they don't go up in price for some ridiculous reason, it allows you to play with just one team for stupidly cheap. But eventually, when packs dry up and everything, these cards are going to have to hold a value of about 800 coins. And it's worth stocking up on them while they are really low. And just while there's so many packs entering the market, that's the situation we're in at the moment. If you don't want to go that high with your bidding as well, obviously, you can just put the max price down to, drop that down there and put it on to, actually, let's leave no max price, no min price, sorry, and a max price of 150. And I'm sure we can still come in here and get some bids off. That's the problem, see. I was going to say, maybe the market is dry enough to allow us to get these bids off, but the chances of winning them for 150 are fairly slim. But if you are mass bidding, it doesn't matter, because you can just go through and bid on as many as you possibly can and then reap the rewards from it. So at the moment, it's not quite as effective because squad fitness aren't selling, but it was just an example on how we can manipulate these filters down at the bottom to get rid of what we don't want to see and find the items we do want to see. Anyway, guys, going to wrap up the video there. I hope it's been helpful for you. And if I'm honest, I'm probably just going to go and mass bid a little bit more on those Bakayokos, because that was pretty damn profitable pretty quickly. If you did enjoy the video and you're enjoying the series though, guys, make sure you drop that like, subscribe if you're new around here. My Twitter name is in the description, so give me a follow on there because we're always talking trading. And it's also got the link to our Discord, which is huge. So many people in there at the moment, always talking about trading. Everyone there is friendly. You've always got options for advice, hints and tips, and just get in there basically. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.